What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of our modded Minecraft series. Let me just tell you that I have done a good bit off camera. I wasn't really able to record. I was pretty busy over the weekend. I had a wedding that I had to attend, and I had to. It was someone that I know, so I was helping out a lot. So I was quite busy. But when I wasn't running around doing favors and stuff like that, I was able to get some recording or some playing done to get some stuff. And anyways, so I'll show you what I've done so far. I've put some chests in here and I've finished off the roof. I know it's pretty boring, but you know, it is what it is. I cleaned this area up a lot. I finished all the wheat planting, and I went ahead, and if we look on my map here, you'll see that I did a little bit of exploring in the helicopter, and I found a village right here. I was able to steal, I guess not really steal, but carrots and potatoes, and I decided to make this area wheat, this area potatoes, which I only just finished, and then this area carrots. So if you look on the map, you can actually see that it's 3 different types. Now I'm debating taking fencing and running it around the outside and having like a gate here. The only reason I'm debating doing that is because I've already had to fix multiple areas where bad guys, I guess like zombies and skeletons and spiders, have fallen down and broken the crops and ruined it for me. I also went and got some reeds, started a little bit of a reed farm so that I could get some enchanting going, and I built a second helicopter, which I'll show you in a second. That is the one, for water, and I decided that I'm going to exclusively use it for landing in water areas, and eventually we'll have docks and stuff we can land on, and ocean places. This is like the same kind of helicopter but a land version, and I actually really like it. So I built this, and pretty soon, maybe in this episode, I haven't decided yet, but pretty soon I want to build a helicopter landing pad, and I want to put that up here. I think makes sense to be up on this hill, maybe, and have a path up to it. So flatten this out and put it up here, or we could put it there. I haven't really completely decided. Grew some trees, and I basically just did a lot of beautification of, I really like to bone meal everything. I like grass. I always have. So I put a bunch of foliage around, finished up the path. I think it turned out pretty good, with the grass on the outside and the crops everywhere. I think it looks good. Excuse me. Went ahead and got, I don't know if I had this or not, but I went ahead and got a thermal expansion set going. I don't remember if that was there last episode or not, but I think that's pretty much everything. I built a schematica in creative mode that I'm going to show you. We're going to use this in a couple episodes. I don't have time to do it today. I would like to, but I don't. So let me go over here. I'm going to show you where we're going to put it too. So I think I want to put it here. So let's see if I can remember the controls here. That's not it. Is it this? Yes. Runway. Okay. So then if I do this, I can move it. Okay, so let's tower up a little bit on some cobble so I can get a good look at it. Schematic is an awesome mod that lets you build something and then kind of save the blueprint of it, and then you can just build it really quickly in your survival world. So, okay, we want to go up so you can actually see it, and then probably like that. It might, it's going to be touching the ground whenever I actually build it, but it's going to be somewhere here. This is a runway that we're going to build. I went ahead and it's just cobble and stone, and a couple of carpenter's blocks with some padding. It's pretty rough, but I like it. What I eventually want to do is have a runway here, and maybe, I don't know, over here or somewhere around in this area, I have like a couple of areas where I can store planes. So we could have a helicopter pad up there, pathway down, another pathway down to here where there's the runway. And if we wanted to fill this little area in here, we could, well, I guess we could park our water helicopter there maybe. And anyways, we'll get a better idea of it later, but I want to have a runway here where I can take off with some planes and stuff. So that's how that works, and we'll just hide it. We'll get back down. So I have decided that in today's episode, hopefully, we're going to work on building a helicopter pad up here, a helicopter landing pad. You know, right now I'm just landing in the field next to the house, and that's, you know, it's okay. But we want like a proper place for things, you know? We want something that looks cool. So because I'm OCD, I'm gonna flatten this area out. You know, I guess I could leave this little hill, but I want this area, I'm gonna fill this in as well. Not completely, but I lit up all the caves down there. Flatten this area out so that it kind of is the highest elevation there, and then we'll start looking at, you know, blocks we wanna use. I kind of want to have it elevated a little bit, just a little bit, maybe like, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks with some stairs going up to it, and then use some sort of, I don't know if there's girder or scaffolding blocks that we can use to build it out of, but something like that. I'll have to look through the chisel blocks, and anyways, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and clear this out and try to figure out what blocks I want to use, and then we'll take a look at it. You know, I was thinking, and I was meaning to ask you guys what you thought about something. So last episode, I put a bunch of music in. It's music that I've written, and I write pretty frequently, actually. I've already written something else since then. And you know, I just write just whatever comes out. And I was just wondering if this would be a good place to share it. I mean, I like making these videos, and I think it adds a little something to it. I just wanted to get your feedback on was it too much music? Was it not enough? What do you think? Do you think it should be less? Do you think I tried to kind of balance out putting it in the background? Obviously it's going to be in the background and not in the foreground because, you know, commentary is more important, but yeah, I just wanted to get some of y'all's feedback about I guess the amount of music. Was it annoying? Was it really good? Did you prefer having some background music to kind of kill the silence? I think I'm going to do something similar this episode, maybe a little less, but I just wanted to kind of get your feedback on it and see what you guys thought. So let me know in the comments below if you thought it was too much, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, whatever. Comments and feedback will help make this series better. So the blocks we want to use are kind of expensive. It's these transparent technical blocks right there, 4 iron per 32, and then the factory blocks, because we want to make, I think, this right here, and then the warning stuff. I think that's what we're going to do. I found out that you can't, once you place the transparent technical blocks, you can't pick them up with an iron pick, so we're going to hope you can pick them up with a diamond pick and take that over there with us. I don't know. We'll see. Let's grab our diamond pick, which is right here. Yeah, and I think I mentioned this earlier, but I stole all this from the village, and I need to get around to making that so that we can have some better tools. So let's actually take a gauge on how, if we did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 would probably be wide enough, I think. Hopefully. Let's see if we can't get a basic shape going. Go ahead and sleep. Can't sleep yet. Let's use cobble and see if we can't get a basic shape going. We're gonna sleep through the night first, though. I think that's an okay shape. I mean, I'm not very good with with Minecraft circles, and it's not really gonna be a circle. I guess that's you know, for it needs to be even for me to be happy with it. So that's about as good as it's probably gonna get. And I think we can probably make an H in there, so I think that'll be fine. We can always revise it later, but I think we're just gonna go with it. So we're gonna use some scaffolding here and there to kind of put together where we want it to raise up at. And I think this is the center point right here. This is, yeah, these are all the yeah, there we go. I think we're gonna use the scaffolding there. I'm gonna make sure though that I'm gonna use stone before I actually do it, because I don't think I can break it. Let's actually test this real quick. It doesn't look good. Yeah, you can't break it once you place it. That's kind of annoying. So you better be sure, because it costs 4 iron for 32 of these. So we'll place that last. I think you can pick this up. Yeah, you can pick those up. All right. So let's get, we're gonna put the outside of this is gonna be, let's go ahead and grab this. I think the outside's gonna be the yellow. So let's go up as high as we want and then start building the outside. I think that's actually probably high enough right there, don't you think? Like, the helicopter lands on top of this block, then it'll be elevated enough. So we'll have that be the top, like that. Yeah. And then we'll just go around here and get this whole outside part done. And take a look at how it's looking. Get the inside filled out. Hopefully it won't look stupid. So by the way, I just found out that if you have the chisel in your hand on some blocks, so work on that one. It does. It works on dirt. Cobble. You can just chisel in the world. Kind of hard to control. If you hold it, it freaks out. Anyways, I thought that was neat. Let's see if we can get this back to dirt. Horizontal dirt. Vertical dirt. Dirt layers. Crumbling dirt. Dirt. There we go. I think if you... it's just hard to control, but it's kind of neat. You can do that if you feel like it. See how it looks without actually breaking the blocks. So one thing we're gonna do, I got a bunch more factory blocks. We're gonna round this out and see how this looks. Oops, not like that. There we go. I wanted to do this the whole time. Oop, because I think it would look better. Come on, here we go. And so what we'll do there is we'll place those, and then we'll have that like that. Let's grab some more of those blocks down there, and I think that'll look better than just, you know, the jagged edges. So we're gonna go around and do that to the whole thing here and fill in the center. And I may end up deciding, you know, depending on what you guys think, if I should, you know, I wanted this thing raised because I think it looks cool, but it may end up looking better flat on the ground. But if we put it flat on the ground, we can't use these really cool wedge blocks. So there's that, because you don't want to have a hole. You would have just like a triangle hole, because these can't go side by side. They're not like multi-blocks. Oh my gosh, I'm having the worst. Having such a hard time placing these. Man, they're not easy. There we go. There's that. One more time. It's like if you place it. If you place it dead center, it works. I think that's the trick. Okay, so let's go around and fill in the inside with, I think I want to use this block. I think I like that block. So we'll go around and do that. See how that looks. Is it purple? What about this one? Is this one better? Yeah, that's much better. We'll use the black one because it matches the warning stuff. What do you call that? Factory block, yellow, black, hazard block. The hazard blocks is what it's called. So we'll use black like that. Go ahead and shift all these over before we forget. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this all in here. Does this H look really fat and derpy? I mean, I suppose I could make it like this. Let's see how this looks. It'll probably look better. It's either gonna be really thin or really fat and derpy. Oops. This block, by the way, it's a really cool block. It's a chisel block, and it's just redstone and bone meal, and it makes it so that you can kind of write on stuff like that. That might look okay. Let's jump up on some cobble and take a look. I know that the helicopter pad is not really rounded. I may work on the shape later, but it's hard for me to make circles in Minecraft, so we're just gonna go with a square. That's okay. How does it look on the map? That's the question. Yeah, you can totally see the H. Let's see how let's just try the other way real quick and come up here and see. We'll make it a little bit bigger. And then we'll get to work on the stairs. So if we did this and then maybe made it like taller, it might work. So it's kind of short and stumpy now, but if we did this, that might look a lot better. So let's take a look at that. That's just a huge H. Like that's just one big H. I don't know. I kind of like the smaller one. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I think it just looks more normal. I don't know, more natural. I think the giant one takes up too much of the platform. Maybe that's what the problem is. Just taking up way too much. So we have that there. Now we got to work on our, I guess our support structure here. So let's actually see what these, if these are going to look like what I want them to. And they might not even. Kind of want it to go there. Like, what if we do that? I don't know. The problem is I can't really get these back. I guess, yeah, I can't really get these back. Let's try over here. Let's try the other factory block we have. See how that looks. Like this one right here that kind of blends into this. And then if we do like that. Or was it this? Yeah, it was this. Now that messes up the connected texture, so that's kind of annoying. What about down here? Like a support strut. I feel like it's too small to need supports that large, and that looks kind of weird. And usually you would do like an all the way around kind of thing like that. You would have it look like that. I feel like it's too, I don't know, it's too short to need that. Let's take a nap real quick. Not yet. I think this feels more normal, like it's connected. The factory block. I think the factory block feels more normal, like it's good. Really? Can't sleep yet? Goodness. I think I'm gonna leave this one here and let it sit for a little while, but I'm gonna make this the factory block for now. And oops, we want it to be here. And then, you know, I can always later come back off camera and change things. I just really like the look of that block. I just don't know if this is the place for it. So, okay. I guess not for now. All right, so I figured out what I want to do here. I'm going to use the scaffold block and I'm going to outline it in this factory block as a micro block. I think it kind of like blends it in, but still keeps the scaffolding. It kind of looks like there is this factory scaffolding. It also makes it look a little stronger. So what I've been doing is just going around the outsides like this, right, with this this block. And I'll show you guys how to make this block in a second. So you just kind of go around the outside, then you go around the bottom, just kind of outline the whole thing. Then you go around the top. I have always loved micro blocks since they first showed up in Project Red? No. Red Power. Red Power 2 was where they first showed up. Project Red is the current version, or I guess the spiritual successor. Alright, so here we go. And like that. And so the way you make these is you take a saw, which is like this. You can make a diamond saw. There's a bunch of different kinds of saws you can make, but this is the one I have right now. Take your block. There's all kinds of different ways you can cut it. The first way you cut it is like this. Then you can cut it as like thick pillars or panels. You can cut it as thinner pillars or more panels. And then once you can make no more panels, you can make the strips that I have. And then once you have the strips, you can turn them into corner pieces. So good thing about micro blocks is you can always put them back together. So this now will become the block that was again. And then these can become panels, and then thinner panels, and then halves, and this is a block. Look at that, you never lose anything. So I did that, and then I also set up the stairwell. Kind of gonna maybe make it a little bit bigger. I don't know. Depends on if I decide I want to expand this this helicopter pad or not. I really wish. I kind of want to make that go down into the ground. We'll see. I wanna once I go to the Nether, which I haven't done yet. I'm going to get glowstone and put some cool lights. There's torches up there for now, but you know, one of the main reasons I want a helicopter pad is if I ever come home at night, there's nowhere for me to land without monsters being around. And if I light this up and elevate it a little bit, it'll kind of be that. So I can land here, and if there's monsters, I can just run past them. I don't have to worry about a creeper blowing me up when I land. But for here, I use carpenter's blocks to just kind of, you know, give the stairs some support and do that. So let's take our helicopter over there and land it. Hopefully it's big enough. Didn't actually think about that. Helicopter may hang off a little bit, but that's fine. Should be fine. And then it'll be really cool because we'll have our runway down there on the ground. It'll all work out for the best. So let's try to get right above this H. Hopefully this is not too small of a helicopter landing pad. Take her down. There we go. And just like that. Perfect. Well, you can't see the helicopter on the map, but it hangs off on the back a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, the landing stuff works, then you just walk down here. That's awesome. That's perfect. I think that looks good. Could use maybe some minor changes. We'll see. I might do some stuff off camera. I might try to make it look a little more round, but it's hard to make something in Minecraft look round when it's that size. You know, you gotta go, the bigger you go, the more, you know, round it can appear to be, I suppose. Essentially, the smaller the pixels are. So, all right, well, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna make a path from here up to the helicopter pad, probably off camera. It'll probably come off this way, and maybe get prepped for next episode. Hopefully, it'll be soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you enjoyed the music that's in the episode. Let me know what you think about that. And let me know what you think about the landing pad. I'll see you guys in the future. Bye.